Okay. Hello, beautiful souls. Oh, wait, let me change this. I don't really like this. Let's see how this goes. So, welcome to another episode of Creators Chat. This is SaVonne here today, and I will be joined by a special guest. I'll let them introduce themselves. Let's see. Let me give it a minute for them to join. We actually were doing like a little tech rehearsal and we were having a couple issues, but I'm sure it'll all work out in a minute. I actually was doing some grounding breaths. So if you want to join me with that, please do. Oh, wait, here's my guest. Let me see. Okay.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me and see me?
I can. What's up?
What a start, right?
Always something, especially with me. I don't know. I feel like I need to clean my camera, so hold on. That may be weird. I have a tendency to bring tech issues because of weird energy also, so
Yeah,
it
I
definitely
understand.
happens. What's going
Hello.
on?
Not much. I'm 8 months pregnant today.
I didn't even know that. Man,
Yeah, I know you did.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And it's my first child too. So it's a lot of firsts. Well, this
The
lifetime, of course.
boy or girl?
A boy.
Boy. Yeah, bringing another hardhead into the world. Yeah.
Not a
Yeah.
hard one. That's funny.
Yeah, nah, congratulations. Yes, uh, I wish you um a peaceful and a non-strenuous delivery.
Ooh, thank you. I received that.
You going you going natural, all natural?
Yeah, that's my intention.
It's always the intention until.
Right. Until, I mean, people keep telling me that I'm probably gonna do well because I already like do a lot of meditation and breath work. But once you in it, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah, you're not lying about that. Yeah, you're not lying. Okay. What's
So
going
I just want to
on?
start by thanking you for accepting my invitation. This is a fairly new project for me. I started in April, but it's something that I felt like it was just time for, like when it comes to my specific journey and visibility, but also connecting with other people, especially people who are like highly sensitive or have spiritual gifts. Because I feel like we're kind of all spread out. So, like, the best way to connect right now is through the internet until like things just align where we really are fully immersed in our soul tribe and our communities. Like I feel like that's coming soon, but I feel like also I've just been seeing too, like people are connecting online and that's just it's helping the process, like as we learn and grow and everything throughout this journey, all of the events in the world, but also like the energetic shifts. So how do you feel like you've been adjusting with all of the energetic shifts and global events as well?
Mm, That's a really loaded question because
I know, right?
yeah, I sense it all because I am extremely empathic. So I can sense and feel everything, even way before it happens. But at the same time, I've learned to know that it's coming and I've learned to kind of maneuver through it. It's still very uncomfortable for me, even physically. I still go through a lot physically to deal with a bunch of energetic shifts, and it can kind of weigh on you. Um, but for me now, it's just experience has kind of taught me what I need to do to not hold on to that energy because I have a tendency to just energy will get trapped and I get lazy. I don't want to do the work to, to ground, and I'll just, I'll kind of go through the woe is me, why me and why do I have to feel this way and blah, blah, blah. But whenever I start doing the work, I start feeling better. Kind of evens itself out. So I kick myself too because I don't feel like doing the work all the time because I'm busy, but because sometimes it takes me 30 minutes just to get to a halfway decent feeling state, if I need to kind of calm myself or ground. But I need to be doing that 3 times a day to really be normal. And sometimes I just don't have the time. Yeah.
Wow. That resonates a lot with me because I feel like before I had the awareness of like my psychic abilities, empathic abilities, I would just hold on to all of it and I didn't have the tools to ground myself or center myself. So I feel like a part of my mission is to help people who are going through that same journey. Like they don't know, they're not aware that they are highly sensitive. They might think that, oh, labels like ADHD and neurodivergent. Like I feel like these labels are helping people get some sense of what's going on, but like the truth is just that we are psychic. Like we are sensitive to the energy. We are sensitive to the unseen realm. So it is important to be aware of that and know like it's nothing wrong with you. It's actually a gift, but it comes with responsibilities. And I feel like grounding and being intentional with how you use your energy is really important. And that's something that I'm learning more deeply. Like I feel like I've always been aware of it, but the deeper I go, the more aware I am of like really how important it is to go outside. Like my
Hmm.
relationship with the earth and nature is so important. And for a long time, I've always loved like nature and animals, but I didn't realize that it was also like a responsibility to like go outside. When I spend too much time inside or around technology, that's when I start feeling just like I don't know, I get in my head and I start
Hmm.
to overthink things or I feel like irritable. It's
Hmm.
very interesting. What
No.
would you say is your favorite way to ground?
Oh, just kind of like you being outside. That's kind of first to me. And that's knowing that you have that inkling or urge to want to go outside. That often people kind of overlook as, not really understanding that's kind of your connection to nature if you're
Mhm.
just getting started, right? If you just have this urge, so I need to start going outside more. I need to just I need to start being out. People can really use that as a connection of, well, why do I feel that way? Well, it's because you're trying to get closer to the natural. You're trying to get closer to nature. Um, so that is one of my all-time favorites is what grounds me the most, honestly, is being at the beach. If I am around
Mm.
water and the beach, like if I go on vacation and it's a beach vacation where I go to an island or something like that for like a week, I come back feeling just absolutely incredible. It's the most grounded I feel in my entire life, and I haven't. Normally, I get to go. Normally, I go every April, but I didn't get to go this year, and
Oh,
I can feel it. I just feel. I feel like my whole body is buzzing. But when I go to a beach for a week,
mm.
have my feet in the sand, I'm in the water. I am grounded the most. So, but that's not an everyday thing, right? So,
Yeah.
outside of that, my second favorite is just going out and putting my feet in the grass for about 30 minutes. Just kind
Hmm.
of grounding that way. That was my all-time. That's my second favorite. That's hard to do sometimes because I have neighbors and they be seeing me like, why is this guy sitting out here in a chair with his feet in the grass, just with his eyes closed, right? I
Right.
always have, and then I have that thing in my mind. It's like, is anybody watching me? Like I've been sitting here for 20 minutes with my eyes closed. Somebody's got to be watching me. So that gets on my nerves. Um, and that's my second favorite. Then after that, um, one thing that also helps me is I use tones, so I can ground using frequency. So I have dedicated frequencies that have been channeled for me, and that I've channeled very specific frequencies at certain intervals that I know how to resonate through my aura to ground me as well. So I kind of it's almost like a cleansing. Like if I'll take a bath in frequencies, and it runs for about 30 minutes. That helps me if I really can't, if I'm not able to put my feet in the ground, if I'm not able to go to the beach, or if I'm not able to just sit and meditate. I'll put my frequencies
Mhm.
in while I'm driving or doing something mundane, and that actually helps me release the stored up energy and stuff. Because for me, needing to ground is just kind of stored up energy. I haven't cleared my field enough. Um, that's my third. Fourth is just basic meditation. Um, and we can kind of discuss later. I found a very useful technique that helps me know that I'm off. It's a very useful technique. Um,
Mm,
yeah, I
I
know
can't
you're
wait
like, oh,
to
what
hear
is it?
that.
Yeah, remind me
Yeah.
to tell you. I'll tell you, but I feel like I've been talking too long. Okay, so
No, it's fine. Because I was actually thinking about just how similar we are. Like, I used to live in Florida. I lived in Miami for like 10 years, and I'm in Georgia right now. So I feel like being in that kind of environment where I'm always surrounded by water,
mhm.
it offered a level of grounding that I haven't experienced. Well, I lived in San Diego for a while, so I feel like the frequency over there was the best frequency for me. But I feel like Florida was like second best, and that's why I tried to live there for so long,
Mhm.
even though the universe was kind of nudging me to like go somewhere else. But also when you were saying about the grounding outside, so now that I'm in Georgia and I don't like go to the beach or just have like my own space, I'm like living in a townhome area. I go
Mhm.
sit by this tree that's like right by the entrance, and I sit like on a blanket and I just be out there meditating. And
Yep.
times where I have thought like, are people watching me? But like, I'm so in my own zone that typically
Yeah.
it's just a thought that passed. But
Yeah.
there's definitely been people who have pulled up like, "Hey, girl, what you doing?" Or they be like, "Oh, you look so peaceful," and I'm just like, "Yeah." And now you're
Yeah.
interrupting me. Thanks.
Exactly. And they just don't understand. Yep. That would be annoying. Yes, because you've done 20 minutes of peaceful work for somebody to come interject, and now you feel like you got to start slightly over, but not really. You know that feeling?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
back to my thing,
Yeah.
listening to the
Yeah.
birds. Oh my gosh, I love bird songs so much.
Do you find yourself like going to a specific place when you're kind of meditating in that space when you're out there? You know, when you close your eyes, are you just visualizing or seeing blackness, or are you visualizing light? Like, what are you looking at?
It depends where my mind is. For the most part, I'll say it's black, but I'm also clairvoyant, so like I can visualize anything and like kind of be there.
Hmm.
Like, okay, when I'm intentionally going out to ground, I visualize like a cord and I'm anchoring my chakras to the earth grid, or like
Hmm.
I'll put a bubble around myself. Sometimes it's a green bubble, sometimes it's a pink bubble, sometimes it's like a golden white light bubble. But for the most part, like it's blackness,
Just
unless I'm
blackness.
like
Yeah.
trying to visualize something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm more feeling. I'm more clairsentient than anything. So mine has to do with how I'm feeling at every given moment. So I've learned how to take what I'm seeing and translate that into, well, how am I feeling? So then now I'm experiencing my visuals through feeling. And it gets kind of interesting and complicated when that happens.
Why would you say complicated?
because I have a very complicated system. Um,
Okay.
uh, just because of a lot of my life experiences, and if you follow me, because of the kind of
Oh,
yeah, I'm trying to find a soft way to say it, but the I have been, basically all my life in contact with extraterrestrials. So that plays a big part in what my system is doing at different times. And it's a constant focus and energy shift slash battle. So it just gets complicated for hard to explain why it's complicated, but trust me, it's complicated.
yeah. Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like our higher selves are talking, so I get it.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't know how to describe that either. Like, I feel like when it comes to communicating this stuff that is felt, because I'm clairsentient too. However, it's like my heart is open and I can see. Like, there's been
Hmm.
times where I can see through somebody's human covering,
Hmm.
like, and it'll just be like a flash. But like I
Right.
seen it. And then it makes
Right.
sense why I feel that way around you.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh, okay. This is
Hmm.
this is interesting. But I
Hmm.
think that for me, like my heartbeat is one of those like compasses that I use to assess energy, I guess. Cause like
That's interesting.
where there's times where I'm just sitting there and it's like I can see and feel the rhythm of my heartbeat. And people have their own perception of what that means. Like some people think like is something wrong with me or I'm sad or I'm depressed, but like I'm simply just present. And like my heartbeat is something that I feel even like in my fingertips or like I can see it pumping and I'm just like it's not really something that I label. I just know like okay, I'm here. Like I'm alive and I'm breathing. But I think it's also been something that I use to measure like my nervous system and if it's like activated or not.
Hmm.
Because I've had a lot of experiences in the physical world where I dissociated because I didn't feel safe. And there's been
Hmm.
like a lot of emotional energy to transform because of those events. But I feel like it's definitely like I'm grateful for it because it helps me to be of service to other people who might have experienced the same thing. Fatima has a question. She says, now that you are aware of your gifts, can you look back to an age where your gifts manifested first? Do you want to answer that question first?
Repeat the question one more time.
She said, now that you're aware of your gifts, can you look back to an age where your gifts manifested first?
Well, I think for me, I started to dive into the world of energy and spirituality and all that kind of stuff. Now I put all this stuff on my screen, sorry. I started to dive into that world, um, and I would just kind of try things. Um, so I would say mine started in my 20s, and you I would because mine started with someone who was a psychic medium and an astrologer, and she could, you know, talk to the people on the other side of the veil.
Yeah.
I was trying to do that for a long time. And it wasn't, to me,
Mm.
it wasn't working because I was trying to use more of my five senses and not my other senses that I was still trying to learn.
Yeah.
So the more I tried to force it, the more it didn't work. But then something would just kind of happen randomly, and I'm like, well, was that a sign? Was that right? And I
Yeah.
would question that. Um, so I think mine really started once I actually started to pay attention and understand I have like everyone kind of have these abilities. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have so many different experiences that I feel like it wasn't kind of one moment that said, aha, I can do this. It was
Hmm.
more of an accumulation of, okay, there's something going on here because these things kind of keep happening. That's kind of how I felt.
Okay, let's see. Because this is actually my mom asking the question. So I'm like,
Is this your mom?
yeah. So I'm like,
Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Tell your mom at all. Spill the beans.
So the thing is, I'm a dreamer, and I started flying in my dreams like at a very young age. So I feel like I might not have been aware at the time, but there was just always this affinity that I had for like magical movies and sci-fi stuff where I'm just like magic is real and like I fly in my dreams, so like this is normal. It
Mm-hmm,
wasn't something I consciously said, but I just feel
mm-hmm.
like I was always aware that I was different. So maybe like maybe even as early as 5 or 6, I would say.
Early, that's young.
Mom, you let me know. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't aware how I am now with the vocabulary that I have now, but I
Right.
just always knew that I was different. Like, I didn't talk to everybody, and my my mom can attest to that. Like, some people thought that I didn't talk because I didn't talk to everybody. I wasn't super. I didn't articulate myself that much because I was always processing energy and what I felt around people.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's only certain people who would get that like really excited, talkative side of me. But I had
Mm-hmm,
to learn to like manage my energy around different people and all of their energies because like you have the person, their energies, and then you also have like whatever spirits is attached to them. And like I can feel all of that.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, I mean, at least you are aware, then I like yourself, right? I've had flying energy, the flying dream since I was very young. I've had dreams of just telekinesis since as far as I can remember, right? And
Wow.
I would wake up just trying to do these things, and I always felt limited by the human experience. So I'm like, well, why can't I just like 6 hours ago, I just floated off the ground and did anything I wanted to. And now I'm here and I'm gonna
Yeah.
literally try to do these things and I just couldn't.
Yeah.
And you know, I just was hitting brick walls into trying to f find different kinds of information that could teach you some of these things that said that can't be done. So like the mystical side of things,
Hmm.
I've always been very interested in as well. Um, but it's been tough because, like yourself, I'm a dreamer as well. And I just realized this, the moment I sort of get back into an earthly state, I'll have a tendency to just kind of leave the whole metaphysical side of spiritual stuff alone and just get really focused grinding, is when I'll
Hmm.
have another dream that's just like, oh man, I wish I could be back on that planet, right? I've had dreams where, and actually, oftentimes they're not dreams anymore because I've kind of learned how to astral travel. So I'm learning how to, in
Hmm.
astral traveling, I'm like, man, why can't I just go back there, right? Like I just want to
Right.
do that. I want to do that again. And you come back here,
Hmm.
you wake up and you're like, here we go again, another day. Yeah,
This
that
is
was tough.
hilarious because I don't talk to people about how I literally try to like I want my door closed, especially now that I'm pregnant because I don't be wanting to get up
And
and
you'll
do
be like,
simple stuff. I'll try to just close,
and close the door. Right.
or if I need
I'm like
a
that.
sweater, I'll be like, okay, I can just go to the timeline where I already went upstairs and it's already on my body, and then I'll
Mm.
be like, okay, so my body, I can feel it, and
Yeah.
then I'll be like, dang,
Like, I know.
I really gotta
Listen,
go upstairs.
that's the start start of it though. This is actually how you start. This is what I've learned. This is what I've been told. This is,
Okay,
the intent of it is very important, right?
I'll take
And
that. I'll take that.
it's because our mind and our brain play such an important factor of our daily existence. We have to
Hmm.
now learn how to kind of go around the brain. We have to learn how to trick the brain. And that's hard to do, but once you get that technique and start working it even more, that's when the magic
Hmm.
happens. But you've got to go around the brain
Hmm.
because the mind is still always present in this linear place we are. And it's still there saying that's bullshit. That's why they can't just be on you. Nonsense. You can't make that door close on its own. You can't do it, right? Much as you
Yeah,
want to.
and
But there is
you
but
know
there's
that you can.
you know that you can't exactly. You just I just have this knowing that this should be very easy to do.
Yeah,
Extremely easy. Why can't what's the tie? What's the connection? And I may be on to something though. I may be on to something.
I know, right?
I,
I feel like
I,
you are too.
I may be on to something. I'm actually studying someone uh who was kind of in that field, but I'm still studying it, so I don't want to say yes or no yet.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
they were
fine.
around in the 1800s.
Oh, 19th
Yeah,
century.
yeah. I'll send you. You ain't read most of the other stuff I sent you before.
Okay, 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 but I just felt more called to that one that I read.
I'm just messing with you. Oh, so you did read one. Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, I read the whole thing actually. I got through it. It's because there's certain parts where he references what the other one's about, and I'm like, no, I'm here for this one. Like, I want what I got from the one that I read. I think it's Far Journeys. Because he said
That's
the other ones, or at least one of them, he referenced one of them and saying it was about like his process of creating the hemisync trials and all of that. So I'm like, okay, that would be cool. But right now, what I'm looking for is what I'm reading.
she really exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's Monroe, right? Robert
Yeah,
Monroe. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it was mine. So
Interesting
now,
stuff.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. It was very heart activating too. There was some, there were some stories in there that I'm just like, whoa, like I feel like something is being activated in me, and I remember like this is. It's like I don't even know what words. Like it's like I just feel not only that it's true, but like this is like this is something that's meant for me too. It was a
Hmm.
specific lady who was sharing experience about basically finding her soulmate. And when I tell you I was just crying,
Oh, wow.
crying. I'm like, why am I so emotional reading this? But I'm just
Wow.
like,
Yep.
okay, it's
Yep.
doing something. Because
Hmm.
when I like read certain things that are true, or if I hear people doing light language, I'll just start crying, and I
Mm.
just notice it's like a symptom of the energy penetrating and doing whatever it's meant to do. So I'll be like, okay,
That's your confirmation for you.
yeah,
Hmm.
I get
Mine
chills
comes
too.
in chills. Yep. Mine comes in like in my crown chakra. I feel it come at the
Oh,
top of my head, and then it just kind of starts there, and then I can feel it kind of through my shoulders, and then the chills come. So it starts in my crown
mm,
chakra, then the chills. So I get a whole experience, and I'm like, all right, I know I'm hitting on something,
hmm.
or that's the truth, or something like that.
Right, right, right.
Yeah,
I like how you said that.
what
It was
something like
so
that.
casual.
Because it just happens so much now.
Yeah.
Just all day long. My radar is just on all day. I can call bullshit in a minute now. Like,
Mm,
nah, or Yep, this is where I'm gonna go. This is what I'm gonna gravitate towards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love that
super easy.
for you. Discernment, intuition, it's all doing its thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, every now and again I'll get a visit, and that's why I say it's kind of complicated because the goal is to keep ramping me up,
Hmm.
like, my frequency and all that stuff higher and higher and higher and higher, and see how I handle it and keep going. And over these
Hmm.
past 5 to 7 years, it's really ramped up and it's been a little bit hard to deal with. But with that comes all the other abilities, right? And it comes the the ability to feel energy in a certain way to a certain extent. And it's just incredible. Um, yeah, I had another thought, but it'll come back.
That's okay. Because I actually want to now start talking about our passions. Because I feel like music is one of those things that we not only use for like spiritual stuff, but it's also just like a natural human passion. So for
Hmm.
me, I've always enjoyed music, especially like the soundtracks of movies, because I just feel like it does something special for the storytelling process. But I also just love like dancing and watching like those competition shows. My mom actually got me into that. Like she's been an American Idol fan since probably day one. And then there's, all the new shows about like,
Yeah,
finding talent in singers.
right,
So
right.
tell me a little bit about your history and your passions when it comes to music.
Well, I'm sitting in a recording studio, so I've been a musician basically all my life. I started playing piano when I was like 7. Um,
What?
oh yeah, I was getting piano lessons, and then my dad is a musician as well, so he's a guitarist, so he was started teaching me guitar. And then once I turned, I think 17, I started playing the bass guitar, and that kind of stuck, because I started playing in bands, in the area that I live in that needed a bass
Mhm.
player. And so being a bass player is kind of what really I honed in on, and I was able to do a lot in the music field with being, with playing bass and keyboard and piano as well. I was able to tour, I toured for, I don't know, 10, 12 years with the rapper Wale. I toured with him doing that for a long time, from the beginning of his career into a few years ago. Um, so music has been a part of my life my entire life. And I noticed that when I'm away from music, I actually get way more ungrounded, way more. And
Uh-huh.
then when I involve music back in my life, it's almost like those frequencies that, how I say when I listen to frequency that helps me out. Well,
Hmm.
oftentimes I don't have to do that if I'm dealing with music. My
Yeah.
music journey is long. What about yours? Well, you touched on a little
So
bit of yours though.
yeah, a little bit, but not any of my like, I guess, personal experience with instruments. So
Hmm.
when I was like, I think I was 5, my grandpa bought me a set of drums. So I was playing on the drums for a little while.
Ah,
Because
that's
my grandpa,
nice.
he's a musician. And it's funny because he's like blind now, but he still is heavily into all of
That
his
don't matter.
instruments. Like,
I'm a
exactly. But I'm just
when I
saying, like,
play
that shows
when I
where the
play my
passion
instrument,
really is.
I close my eyes when I play. Generally, normally when I close my eyes and play, I play better because it's coming from feeling.
Hmm.
So I get it.
Right. Exactly. And so my mom also dated a producer for a while. So I just feel like music, when it comes to production wise, has always been around me, especially the males in my lives.
Mm.
But I also went to a performing arts school, Cleveland School of the Arts.
Yep.
And then when I was in high school, I was in another performing visual arts program. But that was like mixed. So I was in a musical theater program, but I also took like advanced art classes. So I was doing like ceramics and pottery and drawing classes very early. So like now I promote myself as a multidisciplinary artist because I have so much experience in
Mm-hmm.
different mediums.
Mm-hmm.
And like now
Mm-hmm.
I want to get more into music writing because I love music so deeply, but it's never been something that I'm like, oh, I want to be an artist musically. Like I don't
Mm.
necessarily want to be a singer. I feel like I sing best in the ensemble,
You
not really
need other people to
solo.
help you
Like
sing.
it's not really giving me that. But like in the ensemble, I can carry a note, but I'm more of
Yeah.
like the feeling of it and like I want to be a part of the behind the scenes stuff. Like I really love when I did plays, like that was so amazing. I loved just the whole process of you know, not just like the lines and stuff, but even like the stage, the props and the blocking and the tech rehearsals. Like that's the stuff that really lit
Yep.
me up, the
Yep.
process. So now I want to get more into like movies and film. But yeah, that's my background.
Mm-hmm. Nah, but what you're just described is a kind of like a lot how I am on the I guess technology side of things, right? I really enjoy the process of putting things together. But
Yeah.
even music, right? I'm a music producer as well. So it's the process of when someone brings me a song, they'll just sing me a song or something, or I have this idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just the whole process of what I hear to how it translates and when I start producing it. Um, I kind of love that as well. I've done a play before as well.
You
Um,
did a
and I was
play
out.
like you was in the play or the tech team?
No, I was in the pit. I was a musician in the pit. It
Oh, okay, I see, I see.
was
I
really,
bet that
really
was fun.
cool. It was. It was. Because you got to be on cue with what they're doing on stage, and we had TV monitors and sheet. I had to read sheet music at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot. Um, I actually you just brought up a memory. The same play I played, and I actually tried out for that play a part, like a speaking part.
What?
But it was the same play had come back around like 20 years later, but 20 years
Mm.
earlier, I'm
Yeah,
not that old, but yeah, whatever. Right, 20 years I had tried out for that part, and I just remember I was so bad. I was so nervous though, because I was young. But
yeah.
that just kind of sparked a memory. But the creative process, I mean, that's what this, your show is about, being creators. And, we
Mm-hmm.
are creator beings. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
natural, it's within us to be able to do that. And when we don't feel like we're creating, it's when I start to feel that unbalanced jitterness. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm learning that more. And sometimes I still fight that. Sometimes I just want to
Really?
I do. I have no idea why, but I still fight. I don't know. It's not being lazy, but it's just wanting to be normal for some
Mm-hmm.
reason. Like sometimes it's just feeling like I want to kind of fit in, but I know I'm not normal, and I know I don't just fit in everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But then all the weird stuff happens, and I'm not being creative, and then I start to say, all right, I'm out of alignment with something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've learned how to do that instead of just going to a doctor saying, "What the hell is wrong with me?" Yeah.
That's funny because as soon as you said that, I started thinking about how when I first started vibrating, I was going to doctors trying to figure out what was going on. They could not tell me what was going on. Luckily, my higher self was sending me who I needed to talk to. But like, I probably would have went crazy if I would have been looking for some doctors to help me understand what was going on with me energetically.
Bruh, I've been through it, and they have no clue. Like they don't know. You know what
Yeah, they
I'm
don't.
saying? They just like, yeah, they just tried to, I don't know. I can't remember when I told them that I was vibrating, and it was at the same time I was having a lot of other issues though. Um,
Hmm.
and they just were like there's nothing. They was just like, we've done all these tests and there's nothing wrong with you. Like, no,
Mm.
there's something wrong. They're like, nope. Um, and it took, an energy worker, someone who could read
Mm,
energy and talk to your guides and all that to say, no, we know what's wrong, right? You're completely
mm-hmm,
ungrounded. You can't eat dairy. You can't eat
mm-hmm,
gluten. You know what I mean? You need to do A, B, and C energetically. And I was like,
mm-hmm.
so that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've definitely had a few energy workers be like, "Yeah, you ungrounded. You need this crystal, and you need to go outside." And I'm just like, "Hold on, I got a hair on my lip."
Mhm.
I'm just like, "What?" So I gotta do that every day? Okay.
I know, right? Yep. Like, can I just drink some juice to be good? Like, nope, nope. You gotta do the work. Gotta do the
Yeah,
work.
it's a process too, especially with the food thing. Like, my diet has never been terrible, but I don't feel like I ever really had even a lifestyle that really was catered to my energy. I feel like my mom did the best that she could, but she didn't know how to nurture a child who is gifted. Like, she's got her own human stuff that she's focused on and just trying to do her best. Because there was actually a time where she lost custody of me and I was in foster care,
Mm,
and it was it was a
yeah,
lot.
that
Like,
was
I
tough.
remember in foster care, the lady only fed me bologna sandwiches and Twinkies.
Oh,
And to this day, I cannot eat bologna. I cannot eat Twinkies.
I'm
And there was
quite
this TV
sure.
playing. There was this TV playing that would only play Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I cannot watch that show. Like, it's too
Done.
traumatic for me. Like, no.
Yeah. Well, good thing for you. You don't need bologna or Twinkies anyway.
I know, right?
I can see I can see if you said she fed me green juice like kale and lettuce and green apples all day and man, I just can't do it.
No, that
I'll be like, nah,
lady
you
was
may
in it
need to
for the
rethink
check.
that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's like coming from um just like circumstances that completely gave me the opportunity to decide for myself because I didn't have that guidance. So I feel like even
Yep.
from going to college in San Diego, that introduced me to eating habits and a lifestyle that was completely different than what I was used to. And I'm like, okay, so there's other options. And
Yep.
that's something that I really like to emphasize for people. Like, you might feel like you don't have other options, but you do. It's
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
matter of being open to exploring them. Because, like,
Yep.
I'm all about empowerment, and I feel like letting people know that they have choices is really the beginning stages for if you feel like you don't, like you feel like you have to, you obligated to do something.
Yep. No, no, I completely understand. And there's the amount of nutritional value in food these days is so small, very small. Um,
Is the audio went out?
you lost me? Can
Oh
you hear
no,
me?
you're back.
Oh, okay. I had something about hand gestures pop up on my screen or something. I don't know. Um,
We have a question too. I don't know if you were finished with what you were
no,
saying
go
though about
ahead.
the food.
I don't
So,
see questions or anything. That's on your end, right?
I mean, it might just be delayed for you, but the question says, name a character you would play from your favorite movie and why did you pick this character? Is there a line you would deliver and nail it?
Oh God. That's an
I know
interesting
my answer
question.
to the first part, but the second part, I have to think about that.
No,
A line that I would.
there you go. I'm
Okay.
trying to think. Mm,
So a character. Oh wait, she said from a play. I just thought about. Wait,
a mo-
character. Wait. I just confused myself. No, it is from a movie. I thought she said character from a play, but she said that
Mm.
you would play from your favorite. Okay. Anyway, my answer is Matilda. I
Matilda?
would play.
What
Yeah.
the?
Listen, hear me
No
out.
judgment. All right, no judgment. Go ahead. Hey,
Because, now
Matilda.
they have a musical of Matilda.
Yeah.
So when I got confused about the wording, I'm like, okay, well, I can still choose Matilda, the movie, because they have a play version. But I would pick this character just because I feel like she was the first character that I was exposed to who like had these magical abilities, and it wasn't like Harry
Ah,
Potter. Like it
yeah.
was in a very grounded human scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have, those archetypes like the Trunchbull, and then Miss Honey, and then her parents. I just feel like be that would be a fun character to play. And I love Matilda.
Oh, you gotta drop a line now. You know the movie. Drop your line.
I know the plot. Hold on, let me think. What do Matilda be saying?
Mm, 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 mm. You know you can't have silence during a podcast or being on air. You gotta come with it.
I mean, honestly, this is fun for me. I don't put pressure on myself to do
Oh,
anything silly.
I
But I feel
completely
you.
understand.
It's like nothing is coming to me though. Like I'm trying to think what Matilda was saying that would even be like a
Yeah,
line
yeah.
that I would feel like, yeah, I'm gonna nail that one. It's like the whole
Whole
story
story.
is what I really feel resonant with. Something
I was trying to
about
of
being.
think of one of my movies, and I think one of my favorite movies is no surprise here, Aliens by with the Sigourney Weaver. So they
Oh
have
yeah, yeah,
aliens.
yeah.
They have like I don't know 6, 7 aliens now, right? But it's actually the second one, Aliens with an S.
Okay, okay.
Um, that's one of my favorite movies, and there is a line in that movie that me and my mom actually say that we used to say a lot. It's hilarious. When they are when the troopers when the troopers land on the planet looking for the aliens, and
Mm-hmm.
they found where they're located at, and the guys one of the troopers says, "Stop your stop your grinning and drop your linen. We found them."
Oh my
Okay,
God.
I don't know why that just sticks. It just did.
Yeah.
Stop your grinning and
I
drop your
mean,
linen.
you
Hmm.
came through with it, so
It is what it is. They ask a question, we
right.
answer.
Well, actually, I want to close soon, so I want to play a game. Let me see. Where's my game card? You know the game Song Association?
I've heard of it, but I've probably never played it.
So basically, you get a certain amount of time, and I'm going to say a word, and you have to sing a song that either has that word in the title or in the lyrics.
Who got you
Yeah.
gotta sing, or just can I just see you
Yeah,
can
you
say
got
the
to
lyrics?
sing.
How you gonna force somebody to sing like that?
It's a game. I'm not forcing you. It don't matter if you can sing or not. This is the game. She like, I do not want to sing, girl.
All right, let's go.
Hold on, where did I put my card? I'm gonna
Oh, so
just probably,
you gotta say a word, and then I have to sing a song that has that word in it.
yeah, it could either be in the title or in the lyrics.
Oh, title. Okay, I got you.
Let me get my timer. I can't find my card, so I'm gonna just freestyle the words. So
You can't find it.
typically, typically in the game, because I got this game from the Terrell show. He only gives them like 10 or 11 seconds, but I'm going easy on my special guest and giving y'all 20 seconds.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Okay, so this is round one. And your word is believe.
I
Are you
believe I
cheating?
can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Here you go. How about
That's all
that?
you gonna give us?
Hey, that man in jail, man. Let that rest.
Oh well, okay.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm not even gonna say nothing to that. So
Such a
you got a
popular
point.
song, though. How could you? Oh yeah, bring me up, ding. That's my point.
So we're gonna have four more rounds. Let's
Okay.
see. Okay, round two. And your word is money.
Money. Only thing I can think of is money, 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 money. Yeah, I don't even know what the song is. I just know how that go.
I mean, you got it. You got the point. That was a good one too.
Okay, it was an easy one though.
You saying that, but my first guess, I gave them money and they their mind was completely blank.
Really? Oh no, that's a no-brainer.
Okay, let's see. Spiritual. For round three, your word is fall.
Say that word again.
Fall.
Fall, Fall.
Hmm.
Uh, man, I don't know. I don't have one for fall.
It is kind of a hard one.
Uh, yeah, I don't have one for fall. That's weird,
That's all right. The timer is it's past 20 seconds
man.
anyway.
Yeah, the problem is I have a song that I'm actually producing right now that has the lyrics for fall, but you wouldn't know it if I said it.
It don't matter. Okay, this is so I'm gonna give you a redo of round three because I didn't tell you that. So for my version of the game, it don't have to be like a produced song. You could even freestyle. Because after my
Oh.
first guess, I'm like, let me go easy on them. Like, I'm not trying to make it completely easy,
Mm,
but like you can freestyle or it can be like an original song.
okay. All right, I got you. Fine. All right. We can't do fall again though, because I don't got nothing for fall.
No, that's fine.
Hmm.
They in the comments trying to help you too.
I don't see none of that. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, maybe I just don't didn't hit any buttons. All right. All right.
Okay. So this is a redo of round three, and your word is friend.
Oh, friend. Uh, damn.
5 seconds.
Oh, that's what friends are for
Ooh, look at
good times and bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for.
ooh,
Yeah, I had 5 seconds
wow.
to spare. I had 5 seconds. I got it.
Yeah, you did.
I worked on that one. I'm kind of proud of myself.
I mean, I feel like it was some melody there. Like,
Stop it. I can't sing. I can fake
I
it, but
mean,
I,
it
I ain't no
wasn't
singer.
pitchy, so
All right, I'll
because you
take that.
know some people.
Yeah.
Okay, round. Okay, wait, you got that point. We got two more rounds. So for round four, your word is love.
Love. Oh God. Um, Give me love. Take it all away again. Dun, 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 dun. Hold me tight. Let me
Oh,
go. Heal my heart. Hurt my soul. You build me up to break me down. Give me love. Take it all away again.
I
Da,
love
da, 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 da,
that
da.
song.
I mean, I'm in the video. I should know it if you watch it.
You in the video?
Yeah, that's what song it
I
is.
might
It's a
have to go
love
look
hate
at the
thing.
video.
Love hate thing by
I'm like,
Wale. I'm in the video a
you
lot
saying this like
actually.
I knew that? This is news to me.
Okay, well now you got some homework. But I was sitting, I was like, I know something with love in it. I was like, oh, love hate thing. Okay, I played the music for it for a long time, so I got it.
Oh, okay, okay. Because at first I'm like, wait, I know this song, but what is this song? And then I
Yeah.
got it. I'm like, oh yeah, I know this song.
Hmm.
Okay. Dang, what did I just do with the timer? I got too excited for that one. Okay. So this is the last round. For Tiba said, creators chat is always fun. Exactly.
Who said that?
For Fatima.
Oh,
She said, wow, I love Wale.
so do I. I spent 15 years with that guy. Interesting fellow.
Hmm. Okay. For round five, your word is girl.
Girl. Uh, this is the easy one. I'm gonna take you back on this one. I like a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least two pair, a Fendi bag, and a bad attitude. That's all I need to give.
Oh my gosh.
Standing at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. Something, something, something is hard to make the artist stop. She like to dance to the rap jam. She's sweet as brown sugar with the candy yams, honey coated complexion. I'm searching for the chorus.
Hmm, hmm.
Something, something around the way, girl. And around the way. What is that? That's LL Cool J. That's before your time, though.
She said, don't move that mic. LL Cool J.
All right. Look that song up. That was one of my favorite songs as a teenager. Around the Way Girl by LL Cool J.
I'm
Good
familiar with
song.
it, but I'm still gonna look it up.
Is the
Wow, look at
one for
you.
me. Yeah, something like that. Hey, I passed with flying colors, man. This game was for me.
It did.
Good game.
Well, thank you so much for playing. I'm glad that you were open to that.
Always. I got you. I enjoyed myself. Thank you for inviting me here. I appreciate you.
Of course. I'm glad that you joined me. I feel like this was such a free flowing talk. Like I felt like I could be myself, and I hope that you felt the same way. I definitely am going to invite you back. You're definitely somebody who I feel like we have so much more to talk about. I feel like you have some things to share that will really help the people. You just got to know it don't matter what they think about it. You got to advocate for the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, that's 1000% the truth because we all share common truths. And
Hmm,
everybody kind of has their own truth. And
hmm,
because we live in a multi-dimensional reality, my truth could be just my truth and what I'm seeing. You could literally be in a totally another truth, but we're still interacting. But what I'm saying is not matching up for you. and that's completely okay. Message.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Completely
You know, I'm about to
okay.
get so many good clips from this.
I know you. See, no, you ain't gonna turn me into no soundbite, man. Come on.
No, I'm not a soundbite. I'm just saying, like, there's clips for me. Like, I'm not making clips for nobody else. You see, I don't care if anybody come on this. I'm doing
I
this
know.
really for me, connecting with people who I want to talk
Yeah,
to. But
yeah, that's cool.
visibility is sacred, and I'm learning to be more visible, and I'm encouraging other people to be more visible because just by us sharing our authentic self is
Yep.
doing the work. We don't have to be trying to teach them nothing for real. Just be yourself because the energy is going to do what the energy is going to do.
You just, I felt like you were speaking to me. I'm actually learning that. I'm learning that now, and I have a hard time sometimes sharing myself as outgoing as you may think I am, or other people may think I am. Sometimes
Hmm.
I still have a hard time sharing. So thank you for this opportunity. I
Oh,
appreciate you.
you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.
You too. See you later.
Peace. Wow. You guys, I'm so warm right now. Y'all don't understand. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of my guest. I had fun. I'm cute. Wow. What a beautiful Saturday. Thank you to anybody who came on, even if you just had to pop in and pop out, or if you're watching the recording. I really appreciate you. And this was another episode of Creators Chat. And thank you, Fatima, for your questions. I really appreciate you for engaging. I love you so much. You already know that. And yeah, so this is the end of Creators Chat episode 3. Tune in next month for another episode. Follow me, and I'll also leave any links for the guests below so you can stay connected to either one of us. Yeah. Aw, wear your crown with pride, brother. You're welcome, my love. All right, y'all. Peace.